Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights. Weeknights on a Friday. Weeknights on a snowy day.
Yeah,
People in Africa like it's not snowing over here, though.
they right. They would be right about that. And it is
Anyway,
snowing in the tri-state.
yeah, I'm on.
It's beginning to look a lot like
No.
Christmas
Yes.
everywhere you go.
I'm JD, aka He Who Pods. Glasses on today, so also rear view mirror.
And the
Be looking like
mirrors.
Stevie Wonder when I do that, right?
Yeah. Somebody, okay, I have to, you said,
Somebody's gonna press play and be very mad that I said that.
well, let me do you one better. Because there's this TikTok trend right now where people are posting songs they would play if they owned a place. And somebody said if Stevie Wonder if Stevie Wonder was driving and they like put an image of Stevie Wonder driving. You know what song they put? I know you see it. I know you see it. People on the internet are terrible.
That's foul.
Or like at there's one that says at the wheelchair loan place, they said they would play Walk It Out. Oh, disgusting.
Oh, I like that.
I know people are gross. And it goes on. Like, I don't know how that ended up in my feed, but it did. And I was just like, what is wrong with people? Are nuts. People are crazy.
Love it.
Anyway, you know who else is a little quirky?
You know who else is crazy? Naked alien scissor.
Now we know our girl SZA is a one of a kind. We know that she is eclectic. She is quirky. She is not afraid to be herself.
We forgot thick with 2 C's.
Yes.
Said, now that's an alien right there. Yeah.
Best looking alien you've seen in a while.
Come on, when y'all seen an alien that sexy before? You know what I'm saying?
A mess. No, she looks good.
About to
Even
go
as
have
an alien.
500 alien babies. Yeah.
All right.
Like, where's that landing site? How do I get there?
I think you're more creepy because you're also sucking on a blow pop. What a creep. Anyway. So SZA dropped her album today, this morning.
It's a deluxe. It ain't an album. Let's start there.
Well, the deluxe, the Lana Deluxe.
So it's the SOS Deluxe, which they're calling Lana for some reason. I guess when we listen to it, we'll find out why. We didn't listen to it yet.
No, we didn't listen to it yet, but we did watch the video that dropped last night. Drive. It's driving something else. The end of the video, there's another song. I forget what it's called right now, but
it's called Naked Alien Scissor.
Sure.
It's called Alien in the Grass.
All right. So we both watched the video. I don't know what's going on here. I've lost control. I've lost control of the set.
All right, continue.
Anyway, so SZA released this video. I called you last night and I said, SZA put out a video.
Yep.
We knew the album was coming out in a few hours. Well, it came out in longer than a few hours, but it came out. And I said to you...
What you said, right, I'm about to say, what you said when you called me.
I said to you, so SZA, the first two approximately 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes of the video. I said, "Sis is not in it." And I said,
That's
"You'd
not what
never
you said.
guess."
You said, "Yo, SZA dropped a video." I said, "Yeah, that makes sense. The album about to drop." And you said, "You never guess who's in it."
That's what I was getting.
I said, "SZA." And you said, "For the first 2.5 minutes or so, she's not the one in it. Somebody else is the star of the video."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay."
I had to set it up. And I said, "You'd never guess." And the star of the video, I mean, outside of the final maybe minute and a half of the video, the star of the video is Ben Stiller.
So random.
The Ben Stiller. So random. But I was okay with it. I think because we're used to seeing Ben Stiller like react to media. That's kind of like a part of his shtick. Him like, is it not? Like him reacting to things. You even brought up the fact that um
He was in the Bad Boy for Life video.
he was in the Bad Boy for Life video.
He gave him back the golf ball. He said, "I think this is yours, P Diddy, Papa P Papa Diddy Pop."
Right. So I feel like him reacting to like pop culture moments is has kind of been his thing for a long time. So he's in the car and he's driving and he's jamming to SZA. We hear SZA's voice, we don't see her, but he's mouthing the words to the song, which I was just fascinated by because I was like, first of all, okay, this is the second time I've heard or seen something about Ben Stiller in the last couple of weeks, which usually means there's more. But also, it was just random. I don't know what the connection is there or if there's any, but this was fascinating to me and really smart too.
Very smart.
Um, but yeah, so it was cool. I thought it was interesting. I was, like I said, I was intrigued. What did you think?
I think it's funny. It's a good video. It's entertaining. He goes from like kind of looking sad and like he's trying to get it together to then like jamming in the car
Yeah,
to then showing us
yeah.
some dance moves in the street.
Right. Exactly.
Now I will say,
Mm-hmm.
doing donuts in the snow on a highway is probably the dumbest shit on the planet.
Well, he was out there on his own, so I guess
Yes.
when in Rome, when on the highway.
Risk your life for no good reason.
Right. But yeah, this was this was cool. SZA does come out, like I said, at the towards the end. She is an alien when she comes out at the end and she's rolling around in the grass, which I'm sure you loved. She's rolling
Actually,
around.
I didn't.
You didn't
I
care
love
for
that. I
the
love that she looked naked. She looks naked, and we get to see her awesome body. But
yeah.
why is an alien grinding on the grass? Like, what? What did that have to do with anything?
I don't know, but it was
Um,
interesting.
um, let me say like the kids aesthetics.
No, if you say it like kids, you just gotta say aesthetic.
Oh, aesthetic.
Because they don't know how to use the word properly. So
I
they
know.
say, yeah.
I was trying to, Anyway, aesthetically, it was very pleasing. Listen, it looked great. It looked awesome. The colors were bright. You know, the titties were tittying. The ass was there. It was very beautiful. It was lovely.
The one she's sorry she bought. Remember when she
Hmm?
said that a while back?
That she what?
She's sorry she paid for her butt.
Oh, she's so sorry. So sorry. And I am too. I'm so sorry.
All right. But yeah, so we will review the album probably next week.
Yeah, probably Monday.
Yeah. And we'll let y'all know what we think. But I wanted to talk about the video because it was just really random and it was like, oh, okay, this happened.
Super random. Great camera work.
Yeah, it was cool.
Both for the Ben Stiller parts and the scissor parts. Jokes aside, great camera work.
Great
Um,
cinematography for sure.
right, I was about to say great cinematography. They did a great job.
Hmm.
But I'll be honest, I couldn't tell you what the fuck the song is about. There was so much going on. I don't
Yeah,
even know what the song was.
I mean, it's
Either song, because especially that second song. Sorry, I don't know. I was distracted.
well, we can we can circle back. We can circle back on the songs
Mm-hmm.
when we listen. How about that? Deal. Okay. All right. Where we going next?
We go from aliens to AI.
Aliens to AI. That seems like a likely transition.
Yeah. Adidas dropped their first advertisement with no humans, a completely AI made ad. And we seen it. What are your thoughts?
I thought it looked good. I thought it was great. It was vibrant. It was colorful. I felt like it embodied everything that Adidas is known for. Adidas loves that sort of vibrant, colorful. These days, you see Adidas. I don't know if it's because of Nike, but these days, you don't. Yes, they have their classics, like black, uh, their black track pants with the three stripes. But I feel like more and more today with Adidas, you see color, you see
Yeah.
prints, you see different silhouettes. People are wearing their clothes as not just, sportswear, but also
Mm-hmm.
just I'm going out, so I'm putting on these Adidas pants or I'm putting on these shoes. It's definitely um, evolved as a lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
Not to say that there wasn't doing things like that before, but I feel like as far as aesthetics go, right? This the video that the AI generated video was spot on as far as what I would expect Adidas to do in the current era it's in. So I thought that was cool. You don't wait till you get to the gum, you just take a bite out of the whole thing.
No, I told you it was broken.
Oh, you did say that.
So you see, now that you're all in my business, you see how it's like all cracked?
Hmm.
Yeah, it
That
wasn't
wasn't
me.
you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. It happens.
Yeah. So that's why I bit it, because I was like, if I don't bite it, it's gonna cut my tongue all up.
Yeah, you don't want that.
That sucks. Definitely experienced that before. Then you'd be like, "Ah." That's the clip.
Yep. We'll show that one to SZA. Alien SZA.
No, no, not that one. Don't show that to Sister.
What did you think? What did you think of it?
We'll show that to Sister. You ain't cheer for that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you're right. Adidas has come up. There's lots of statistics and stock information out about how Nike is down. There's a lot of other companies that have kind of risen. Adidas is one of them. Um, as for the ad, I agree. It was bright. It was vibrant. It seemed that they had a very specific cultural aim and they hit the mark. It looked good, but also it's not hard to tell it's AI. Now, I don't know if they care about that. That's the question for me. Do they care that we could tell it's AI? Or were they trying to go for like, hey, we trying to make an ad that looks like there's no AI? I don't know the answer, but I guess that's the question. If they don't care, well, then great job. If they do care, they got some more work to do.
You okay?
I got some alien scissor in my
That's clearly it's that.
throat.
It's got to be that.
Got to be that alien scissor.
Hmm.
Lana, got some Lana in my throat. Anyway, um, yeah. So I guess that's the question. Um, and I guess I don't know the answer. Maybe we'll find out in weeks, months, years when they say something about it. But if we're just talking about success, I think it's a success. Number one, it looks good and everything that you said. But number two, it's also all over the place because they announced, I guess, that this is the first all AI ad. So everyone is talking about it. It's being
Mhm.
reposted on all of these different websites.
Mhm.
I would think that makes it a success within itself.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say in response to you saying that you could tell it was AI and you're not sure if they wanted that or not. I kind of feel like I think they have an edge by telling us. Like there's leverage in just saying this is completely generated by AI and look at what we came up with, you know? Um I think there's leverage there. So I don't think they would want to shy away from that. And like you said, we're talking about it. It's everywhere. So people are definitely buzzing about this. It's a huge deal for a clothing brand to do this because a huge part of being a clothing brand, being a fashion brand is your imagery and having people show your clothes in the way that you want it, show your products in the way that you want it.
Right.
So I think that this is a game changer.
Okay.
Because I also think it creates accessibility um, in a lot of
How?
different ways. Well, think about fashion brands that maybe want to have these extensive visual campaigns, but maybe like the budget isn't there, or and I'm not talking about an Adidas or I don't know, Dior or something like that. But like let's think about other brands that maybe don't have those big budgets. I think it does create access there if you can use that sort of technology to create imagery for your products.
Yeah, but making an ad like that is not free. It still costs a lot of money to be able to use an AI advanced enough to be able to do that. That's not an AI you pay $5 for.
No, and I don't think it is. But I also think that there's a lot of manpower that goes into to creating these things. You don't have to have a photo shoot. You don't have to hire staff. You don't have to hire craft services. You don't have to hire models. You don't have to. You're cutting out a lot of. And don't get me wrong, people need jobs. So that's a
Right.
separate conversation that we could have another time. But
Uh-huh.
from a business standpoint, from an efficiency standpoint, it's far more efficient and probably far more cost effective to do it this way than to have to find a location and then set up a set and then hire all these people and now you're shooting for 24 hours 3 days whatever it is, right?
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not, I don't know enough, but I would think so.
I got you. Yeah, I agree. Adidas is saving a ton of money. I just don't know if you decide today, hey, I'm starting a clothing brand, will it be so simple for you to just create such a detailed, clean video with AI for an affordable price?
That's fair.
All right, let's move on. So we got a AITA for y'all,
Am
an
I the
AI.
asshole
We got an AI
with
TI,
Dash and JD?
AITA. My bad, I said TI.
Is it SZA or is it the candy that's making you just a little loopy?
We'll never know. All right, this one says, "Am I the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend because of a quote unquote caught cheating prank. I, 26-year-old male, broke up with my girlfriend, 25, female, of 2 years because of something that happened recently. And now my friends are saying I massively overreacted. So, a few days ago, my girlfriend and a close mutual friend decided to play a prank on me. The prank was that they filmed the scenario where I quote unquote caught them in bed together, pretending that they were hooking up. They set up
What? I'm listening. I'm just.
they set up a hidden camera in the
Uh-huh.
bedroom, and when I walked in, I saw him in just boxers and my girlfriend in a bra and panties, straddling him, acting like they were mid hookup. To make it more realistic, they even had some noises. They even made some noises and tried to act like it was happening for real. I was shocked, furious, and immediately confronted them as I thought it was real at first, like an actual betrayal. And then I walked out of the room and started leaving the house when they followed me screaming it was just a prank, and then showed me the video they'd been recording. To be honest, I felt completely betrayed, not just by the idea of the prank, but also because of how they had gotten undressed to film it. I know it's meant to be funny to some people, but for me, it felt disrespectful, and I was hurt. The whole thing felt like a violation of trust, even though I know they weren't actually cheating. I told her I couldn't be in a relationship with someone who would do something like that, and I ended things that night right there. She's devastated, and our friends have been telling me I overreacted. They think it was just a harmless prank and I should have taken it better. But I can't shake the feeling that it crossed the line for me, especially with how intimate and uncomfortable it felt to see them in that situation, even if it wasn't real. Now I'm left wondering if I made the right decision. I'm starting to doubt myself because everyone seems to think I blew it out of proportion. Edit. I did not expect this many responses. Thank you guys. She posted here earlier and sent me a link to her post. I know she wants me to watch the video to prove it was all a setup and plan, but I feel she doesn't get that I'm upset about her disregard and disrespect for me and our relationship. Anyways, I'm going to sign off for the night. Update. This is wild.
I love when they do updates.
Update. My ex-girlfriend was really upset with all the hate she received online and blamed me for painting her in a bad light. I told her I did no such thing. She just didn't like that she got called out on her behavior. The mutual friend who was part of the prank is now also pissed off at me, saying that I went way overboard. I told them both to fuck off.
Okay. I mean,
I told them both to fuck off and have blocked their numbers. Our friends have since started taking this more seriously after reading some of the comments on here. And with a few taking my side and saying that like what my girlfriend did and the friend was horrible. What my girlfriend and the friend did was horrible. Others still think this was all unnecessary and I should have just laughed it off and moved on. Your thoughts?
I think everybody's an asshole here.
Everybody. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so maybe not the person who's upset, but
Maybe not the guy who made the post.
the guy who made the post, I don't think he's an asshole. I don't know if the punishment
Fits the
fits the
crime.
crime, but I don't think it makes him an asshole. I think that if he can't get past seeing them that way, then they're just gonna continue. They're just gonna have problems down the road.
Okay.
Um, I don't think that it means that he's an asshole. I think they put him uh, in a challenging situation, and he feels how he feels about it.
Right.
He didn't put himself in this position.
No, they did.
They did. So whatever the consequences of their actions are is on them. As far as the friends taking sides, I just think I get that y'all understand that it was a prank, but it also didn't happen to you. Also, I think what may be happening here, this is just a guess, because he doesn't actually say this. But I think part of what's happening here is the idea of these two people spending the time together to concoct this prank, to spend whatever time they did half naked,
Right.
to have her straddle him and all of that. There is an intimacy there that no one's talking about.
Well, that's
And
what he
he
said.
sees it.
Yeah.
And maybe no one else is picking up on that. But that's what I immediately thought when he was like, I just can't get it out of my head that they were in that position. I think he's thinking about how intimately they had to get involved with each other in order to pull this off.
Absolutely.
Also, just so y'all know, pranks are supposed to be funny. They're not supposed to be hurtful.
Well, but see, that's the problem. Today on the internet, that's not what pranks are. Today on the internet, they want to do pranks that completely ruin lives, but then act like, no, no, but it was a prank. Please, just laugh. It was a prank. It's like, this is a burn your house down prank. I'm gonna
Right.
act like I'm gonna pour gasoline all over your apartment and act like I'm gonna burn your house down, but I'm not. It's just a prank.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like,
Me either.
I don't play like that.
And so that was that was what I thought about, and that's what the first comment in your screenshot that you sent me shows.
Mhm.
The first comment was, why does your girlfriend of 2 years not know you well enough to know that you wouldn't like something like this?
Right.
It's a valid question. So I'm going to say, no, I don't think he's the asshole. But yes, I do think he overreacted. I don't think that we need to break up. But I do think we need to have some serious conversations about what is going on in our relationship
Mhm.
and why you're such a doof that you think this is okay. Like, why you're such a doof that you think this is what you should be doing and this is what's hot in the streets. And even if it is what's hot in the streets, why you have to partake in it?
It's
Just because SZA is rolling around naked in the grass, don't mean everybody now gotta go get an alien body painted suit and go roll around in the grass. She's an icon. She looks great. It don't mean everybody gotta do it, right? And
what
so it's
is
the
wrong
same.
with you?
Because I'm just making the point that sometimes I said, what makes you think that's hot in the streets? And now I'm flipping it and saying, even if it is what's hot in the streets, what makes you have to participate in it?
Sure. Yeah, I don't I'm just like, what? Like, why did he's your boyfriend? You want him to catch you? You want
Well,
him to
that's the
think.
prank. Mad people do that
I know
prank.
it's a
But
prank,
that's
but
my
you
point.
want him to
Why?
think even for a second that you were sleeping with one of your
Yeah.
mutual friends.
Yes, that's the
What
prank.
a
Yes.
weird thing to like. I don't understand what people get off on because why would you
Well,
want to do that to someone? Why
so
would
they
you
want to
want
go
to make
viral
why would you want to make him think that even for a moment?
because the virality is more enticing than keeping your relationship intact.
That's so gross to me. I just feel like I don't play with people's feelings. So I don't like things like this because I get it. Like sometimes you want to have a joke and you want to be funny and you want to do a prank. I mean, like spray the super soaker on him while he's sleeping. I don't know. Like
I don't do
things,
that either.
I'm just saying things that are fun, right? Like I don't know.
Less harmful.
You know, less harmful. Hide in the closet, in a, I don't know, people don't like clowns, but in some sort of costume or something and jump out and say, hey, surprise, a
Right.
prank. Like, I don't know. I'm not good at pranks. But my point here is this this is hurtful.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, and the fact that you don't understand that it's hurtful, I feel like is more of a reason why this relationship can't work because
Because you're an inconsiderate bitch.
Yeah, like, what do you and then now the friends are rallying behind it, the friends are involved, and they're
Well,
like,
let's
"You"
keep in mind that she's 25. How old are her
I mean, they're
friends?
both yeah, they're 25 and 26, so they're not that old, but also, I just feel like at 25, y'all don't know that y'all don't know that this is not okay.
Right.
Y'all don't know that this would hurt somebody's this you thought this wouldn't hurt somebody's feelings if you
Right.
did this to them? Sure, at some point you say, "Oh, haha, surprise, we were joking." But the damage
Surprise.
right, but the damage is already done, and what for? Like,
His dick was hard, but it wasn't in me.
nah, either they fucking or they getting ready to fuck.
Ah.
You think things are platonic between the two friends?
Don't listen. If I walk into my apartment where I live with my girlfriend or whatever, if my girlfriend says, "Hey, come over," I come over and she is straddling another man, prank or not prank, we got a lot to talk about. Like, what's good with you?
Like, why
What
is
made
this
you think,
what you're doing in your spare time?
right? You ain't got a book to read. You ain't got a side hustle that we're working on that you need to be packing up and shipping. You don't have any. You don't got some food to cook for both of us. You ain't finding what we about to watch on Max. This is it. This is what you want to do with your social media because that's what it's for. It's for social media.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it was for social media, but like at what cost?
Well,
Because
that's
social
that's what I
media is
always say,
not
right?
real. Social media is not real life.
But that's what I always say. People will do things for clicks and likes, but not care about the consequences. And so, yeah, I think he's extreme. I don't think a breakup is necessary. But I ain't mad at him either because, yo, what's up with you?
Yeah.
Like, just can't wild out for the internet. And if that's what you choose to do, you can. Yeah, you can. Yes, it is your right as an American citizen. But
Hmm.
then you don't need to be my lady.
Be my sweet lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Weeknights. Thank you for being here.
Oh,
We will see y'all next week.
sweet lady.
Say bye.
Now any other day, I would play cool, but
Say bye.
I didn't. Now, bye.